part 2, I guess, of 2 of the pre-orientation series kind of thing that we're doing. I'm going to be covering the rest of the pre-orientation programs that are offered at Brown, including the one that I did in more depth. So Excellence at Brown is one of Brown's several pre-orientation programs that are offered to freshmen. So I got to move in a week early, and I got a week of free room and board, which is fantastic, and that gave me a chance to adjust to campus before anyone else really got there. Basically, we would wake up around 7:30, we'd have breakfast at 8, and we would discuss the readings of the previous night, and a few hours later we would go to a lecture with a professor and sort of discuss the readings and get a little bit more out of them. And then after that we'd have usually like lunch, and then studio time, which is free time for us to start writing on the prompt for that day. After a few hours of that, you would have writing consultations with one of the writing fellows in the center who would give you useful feedback and then give you more time to revise your essay before the following day. And basically that cycle kind of repeated over and over. Each night would come with some sort of fun activity, like we had scavenger hunts, we had trivia night, I think, we had a movie night, and just general stuff like that. But those, the nighttime activities were optional, so I ended up kind of skipping out on a lot of those in favor of, just chilling, hanging out with other people, or in some cases doing the reading and revisions for the day. As for the writing component, I personally don't feel like my writing has improved a ton, just because we focused more on content-based things and responding to texts, which I'm decent at. I was hoping to do more talking about the different types of academic writing, but it was definitely fun, and I have made a lot of friends in the time that I was here. So definitely, if you're going to college in the near future, and your school has pre-orientation programs, I do recommend doing it from my experience. Yeah, so that's pretty much it concerning excellence. I really don't know how to put this video together. I am struggling in terms of formatting here, but I'll just put in some clips of footage I took during the experience before I start jumping to interviews of my friends who did other programs. So enjoy. I really don't know what's going to go here, but we'll find out.
I didn't think I'd have to wake up for an 8 a.m. after high school, but here I am. I haven't even signed up for any classes yet.
It's been quite a crazy week. We've had to write at least one essay a day, sometimes two, in addition to a ton of reading. There's been no free time for us to do anything. It's a relief that the week is over, but I do think that it was worth it. Particularly being able to move in early, since it's a lot less hassle and we'll be settled in before everybody else. I would also just like to add that moving in is definitely a process. We've both been here for multiple weeks, and we are still constantly rearranging something every day. So be mindful that if you want the good dorm, just it takes a lot of work. I've actually been planning this for months, and it's still way more troublesome than I initially anticipated. So warning to all. You're ready.
I'm gonna mentally prepare myself.
Okay, well I'm filming, so whenever.
year, when I applied to Brown, I was invited to become a presidential scholar, which meant that I had to do the Catalyst pre-orientation program as well as the Excellence at Brown orientation program. Catalyst is a part of a bigger program called Catalyst Mosaic Plus, which eventually, as it transitions into the first year, becomes the New Scientist program. The Catalyst program is basically anything for anyone who's considering majoring or concentrating in STEM related fields. Like, if you know you're going to major in it, you should take Catalyst. You get here like around 2 weeks early, and you basically learn math classes that will be really useful to you in the future, kind of serving as a refresher course before you get on campus officially for classes. And then for Mosaic, you get to study up on computer science, which is also a lot of fun. So if you're interested in that, you should take it as well. And the coordinators are amazing. They're really fun people to hang around. They're students just like you guys. And they also bring you to a whole bunch of talks on a whole bunch of resources here at Brown. So before orientation even starts, you already get to go to like financial aid talks and resource talks and some fun field trips. Excellence at Brown was more focused on writing, so it helps you practice reading a whole bunch of stuff before deadlines, which you're most likely going to procrastinate on. And it also helps you improve your writing. If your writing wasn't well off before, you get to meet with fellow classmates who all like to write or who want to improve their writing in some way. So you get to do that, and so you write essays, you revise them, you meet with other students called writing fellows who help you with the program. It was a lot of fun. They organize a lot of fun events, like they have dinners, they have scavenger hunts, they have like fun games for you guys to play and get to know each other. That starts a week before campus, before everybody else gets on campus. And then the last thing is I am a presidential scholar, which some of you may or may not be when you go to Brown. It's if you want to develop an interest in a higher education, whether you're in STEM or the humanities. It's a lot of fun. We went on field trips and it opens up a lot of research opportunities. So just try your best, and like I'm sure you could get chosen to and apply to the programs to have a lot of fun before everybody else gets on campus. Wait, what do I say again?
Just say like your favorite part and if you thought it was worth it and stuff like that.
My favorite part of all of the orientation programs that I was in was definitely the people that I met. I made a whole bunch of new friends, and I got lost like 3 times on the first week that I was here. So it was like really useful to get to know the campus before everybody else is here, because then we're all just going to be a mess of confused people looking for buildings. So it's nice because then you get to be that person that helps others look for their buildings on campus, and the friends you make are so awesome. Like, I really want to be with the people I met for the next 4 years. They're awesome. So if you're going to do one of these, it's like you get a whole bunch of extra friends. Definitely worth trying.